Hey y'all, what's going on? I'm back. How y'all doing today? So, today I want to talk about relationships and how they bring you closer to your purpose, okay, in life. Now, from birth, we get all of these different types of relationships. Your first relationships are your parents. And then you go on to meet aunts, uncles, cousins. You start to gain friendships through life. And all of these people show you something about yourself, whether it be how to share, how to cook, clean, etc. And sometimes they show you that you lack boundaries in certain areas of your life. And you get your feelings hurt. You're too financially giving. The list goes on, right? But then when you get into your intimate relationships, and when I say intimate relationships, it does not always mean sexual relationships. It can be something as innocent as a childhood crush. These are the people who shine a light in your dark areas that you don't really pay attention to. And even if family members have brought up certain things about you, you kind of blow it off because you feel like family and friendships, they are supposed to love you unconditionally, and it doesn't matter how you show up, they still are supposed to love you regardless, whether you show up in your holiday best, and I am speaking metaphorically, or you show up in your shit stained underwear. But your intimate relationships, they shine a light in your positives, and they shine lights on your negatives, like whether you're emotionally unavailable and unable to pour back into the relationship. You are what some would call an energy vampire, or you're financially too open, you give too much, you buy too many things, or if you're a tight ass and or you need some help in your romantic areas, or you need help in your organization. Sometimes living with people, you start to realize that they are just too unorganized for you, or you start to realize that you're the one that's very unorganized and you need some help in certain areas. You don't pay your bills on time, or you need to work on your credit. Whatever the small little things that you need in areas in your life where you need to take accountability for, right? Your work ethic isn't strong enough, or it is really strong and it inspire someone else. So you have these back and forths. So today, I want everybody to put down the axe of bitterness about the people in your past that may have left for whatever the reason, whether you left them or you made them leave for whatever the reason. It's a plethora of reasons why relationships part ways. Let me pull myself into this situation because I don't like to just throw out what I think. I like to tell people how I got to this place. So in my life, I've had since grammar school, I've had boyfriends. Okay. And each one of them have shown me something, whether one taught me some things about cars that I probably would have never known. Still today, I would have never known. Um, One person that I knew taught me about uh, growing plants, information I would have never known anywhere else. You know what I'm saying? Then I've had people to show me some negative things about me. Like this one character, they showed me that I needed to be a much more, I need my organization skills at that time in my life were kaput. And I still have some areas where I could tighten up more. I think I fell off a little bit from where I was when I was with this person. But um, I totally, I had to sit down and learn the lessons in each relationship so I could let go of my bitterness, or I can let go of the idea of the loss. Um, and sometimes when you go back over that, what happened, what you learned, what you gained from it, and not look at it in such a bitter state of mind, you begin to see how that particular relationship brought you closer to being the person you are today. Okay. Now, there was this one person in my life that really sparked the flame of me even looking at relationships in that way. They came to me after years of us being separated, and they said that I had inspired them to do something in their life that I no longer even do, which was the irony in the whole situation. It was like I was used in that time of my life to inspire them to do what they're doing today, right? And that had me to start looking at previous relationships in my life like, okay, instead of me being like, oh, this fucktard and they did, it slowed me down to say, okay, well, what did these people give to me in a positive light that I can take on with me? And once I started to break it down, I started to say, dang, this shit is like Super Mario Brothers or something. I'm showing my age, y'all. But this shit is like Super Mario Brothers, for everybody that you pass and you meet along the way. Now you're by yourself. And everybody that you meet along the way, either they give you life and inspire you, um, they give you something that some type of shield or something you need for the next level. They take a little life away from you. It shows you that you need to protect yourself. You know what I'm saying? You go through these tunnels with the spikes, and it's scary. You got to jump over some fire. you gotta run into this big dude that you gotta fight. You know what I'm saying? And it's all of these little life situations that happen that take you to go and meet the princess. Well, you got to try to save the princess. Okay, so with all of that being said, there was this other person that came into my life, and they used to always call me a conspiracy theorist. And they always used to say, like, when we got into little spats, they said, oh, I'm tired of you being on your little soapbox. And it really used to break my heart a little bit at the moment, right? But when once we got into separation, I said to myself, oh, wait a minute. And they also used to say I was like the big couch. Everybody comes and tells me their problems, and I give out great advice. So I started saying to myself, because at that point in my life, I was really like running from people coming and telling me their issues. I really just felt like they was dumping on me, and I wasn't able to protect my energy well. So I was just like taking home everybody's mess, and it was just a lot going on in my life. But once I really sat down in that, I said, okay, this is something that happens to me naturally. People come and talk to me naturally. I need to stop running from this. And if I am always on this soapbox, then maybe it is my job in life to tell people what I see. So I am very, very grateful, extremely grateful, even for the people who've come into my life that inspire me in ways that they may have never know that they inspired me. I am grateful for all of my relationships, even if I never see those people again. So, to all of you who may be one of those people, whether you're a coworker, somebody from school, family, it doesn't matter. I thank every relationship that has come through my life, because each one of those people have taught me extremely valuable lessons. So today, I hope that everybody leaves here and look at the value in the bitterness. Look at the value in those people shining lights in areas that you needed work. Because if they didn't, when you went into your next relationship, you would not have changed anything. You would not have learned to give your energy didn't learn how to reciprocate energy if it wasn't for that person. You wouldn't have learned how to be more romantic if it wasn't for this person. You wouldn't have learned how to get your finances in check if it wasn't for that person. So be grateful, okay? Take gratefulness into 2023 about all relationships. Have a wonderful day, y'all.